Good day to all. Welcome back, students, for another interesting session. We have all heard many stories since we were children, haven't we? We love listening to stories of animals, prince and princesses, etc. What would your parents, grandparents, or teacher would often ask you after they finish narrating a story? What is the moral of this story, right? Stories are very interesting and they also help us learn a lot of moral values. Everyone loves stories, but to tell a simple story well requires practice. Stories arouse our curiosity and cater to our imagination. In this session, you will be learning all about writing a story. A well-written story is one that is interesting enough to hold the reader's attention. Students, you will be writing a story based on an outline given to you. An outline of a story is just like a skeleton. It gives us the main points. In order to make the story interesting, it has to be dressed up using our imagination and ideas. However, one must keep in mind that the story must be written according to the basic outline given. The characters in the story may be people, animals, and sometimes even non-living things. If the characters are other than people, then express them in the story as behaving like human beings. This makes the story more interesting. Let's go over a couple of points to remember while writing a story based on a given outline. Students, you must first read the given outline of the story carefully. Include all the points given in the outline. You must always write the story in past tense. Do not change the tense while writing the story. Sometimes the outline of the story will be given in present tense, but you should remember to write the entire story in past tense. The plot is the soul of the story. Therefore, before writing the story, you must be able to clearly imagine the plot in your mind with the given outline. Every story should be written in the following format: a beginning, that is introduction, middle, ending, that is conclusion. You must carefully and naturally connect the given points in the outline so the whole content reads like a complete, connected piece of composition. While writing any story, try to use sentences of different kinds to make it natural and interesting for the reader. You can also introduce dialogues or conversations wherever possible. Remember to use correct punctuations while adding sentences in direct speech. The conclusion of the story is very important. The whole story should be built to lead up to it. A twist in the tale or a surprise ending can also be added for better effect. Always give your story a title. You can create a title that is related to the main character, object, or incident in the story. It can also be a proverb or an old saying. Avoid using quotation marks or punctuation marks in the title unless it is a sentence. Write the title using title casing, in which the main words begin in capital letters. You know, every story teaches a lesson or a moral. The meaning of this moral should be clearly highlighted in the story. Try to use simple and grammatically correct English. The length of the story should be at least of 100 words, that is 3 paragraphs or about 20 sentences. Try to add details to the outline given to make the story interesting and avoid merely copying just the outline. Now that we have gone over all the points, let's write a story. Remember to include title, Introduction, Body, Conclusion. First, let's read and understand the outline. Outline. Robert Bruce, King of Scotland. He wants to free his country from the English rule. Defeated in battle, seeks shelter in a cave, sees a spider in the cave, spider climbing up the walls, falls down several times, tries again and again. At last it succeeds. The king learns a lesson. After reading the outline of the story, we come to know that the story is about the King of Scotland, King Bruce. He has been defeated in his battle against the English to free his country, Scotland. However, when he is in a cave, he notices a spider trying to climb a wall. But the spider falls again and again. Despite this, the spider continues to try climbing the wall. Looking at the spider, King Bruce learns his lesson that he must not give up and try fighting again till he succeeds for his country. Now that you have understood the outline, let's add some details and write an interesting story. The title of this story could be King Bruce and the Spider. You must follow the outline and write the story. In the first few sentences, you can describe who the main character was and why did he seek shelter in the cave. Robert Bruce was the King of Scotland. He wanted to free his country from the English rule. He fought many battles against the English but was defeated several times. After one such defeat, he was pursued by the enemy and in desperation took shelter in a cave. The king was saddened by the situation and did not know what to do next. As he sat there feeling dejected, he saw a spider fall down from its web. In the next paragraph, you can explain in detail how the spider tried every single time to climb the wall again and again despite failing. This helped King Bruce understand the moral. The king observed the movements of the little creature. The spider began to climb up to its web again. The distance was long and the thread was fine. The spider fell repeatedly, but that little insect did not give up hope. He tried again and again, reaching a little higher with each try. At last, after innumerable efforts, the little spider reached its home. Robert Bruce's heart was filled with hope. He stood up and said, "If a little spider can succeed after failing several times, why can't I?" He made up his mind to wage a battle against the English once again. He went back to his country, worked hard, and rebuilt his army. Once again, he fought the English with renewed strength. This time, he was successful and won a glorious victory by getting his country free. Lastly, you can include the moral of the story, that is, moral, try till you succeed. Students, you have now written an interesting story based on the given outline. You can also read the other sample stories in your book and try to write a few stories on your own using the outlines given in the assignment section.